Yeah, so this artist residency is the theme for this artist residency is climate. So a lot of the work that I've been doing has been focused around climate and climate change specifically. Um, so at the beginning of the residency, we partnered up with the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy, and they took us around to some of their sites where they're working with landowners to bring back biodiversity and encourage indigenous plants and animals, and places where they're working on protecting the shorelines from erosion and that kind of future planning. And during that process, we got a lot of information about the history of the Eastern Shore, and also some of the kind of future problems that they're facing here. Being right at the right on the ocean. A lot of these communities are going to be seeing the ocean levels rise right into their homes and their towns. And so I've been thinking a lot about that in this work, doing a lot of research and learning, but also just kind of meditation on these ideas of climate change, and what that looks like, and how to talk about that. Climate change, like a lot of topics today, has become politicized to a point where it's really difficult to have rational conversations about some of the issues that we're facing. So I've been thinking a lot about how to engage dialogue in a way that kind of goes beyond the kind of, I guess, basic uh, two-party perspective on these issues, which I think is something that um, is really important right now, like trying to figure out other ways to talk about things. Yeah. And get us out of these deadlocks. So that's so the work, I've been thinking a lot about that, doing a lot of drawing. While I'm here, I've kind of taken the opportunity to just like get back to some of the basics. I do a lot of complicated process-driven work the idea might start on paper, but it becomes like a metal sculpture or a large wall installation. And sometimes those processes can take years from the beginning to the end. And a lot of the work becomes like admin work, like pricing, steel, and working with fabricators. So for the work here, I really wanted to just like keep it simple. I've been doing a lot of drawings, doing a lot of watercolor painting. Yeah, just kind of getting back to those basics and giving myself space to study. And the subjects, I've been really just looking at the things that are around here. So I've been like drawing and painting some of the indigenous flowers here, and plants and animals, and just using that space to kind of work through my concept for the work that will be in this exhibition. Introduce myself as an artist and an educator. Teaching is a big part of my practice. I'm not currently employed as a teacher. I was teaching for Ogallala Lakota College in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. I did that for a little over 8 years, and stepped back recently to spend more time focusing on my artwork, and kind of made the decision to put more of my energy into art making. Yeah, definitely. The Eastern Shore is very different than where I come from in South Dakota. I mean, the humidity is one of the biggest things. It's like you'll have 3 times our humidity here, and it feels like a jungle to me here. Like there's so much so much plant life, and just feels like an explosion of trees and bushes and all that kind of stuff. But in other ways, it's similar. It's been interesting this time out, getting to explore the Eastern Shore. We went to a lot of like farmland, and that farmland is the same. It's the same kind of farming they do in South Dakota. So like a lot of those farms we visited reminded me a lot of like the farms that we have back home. And they're all right now growing, feeder corn. So like even like the way they work the land is very very similar. We were driving around somewhere recently, and it's getting people are starting to harvest, and we're running into the combines on the highway. Having to slow down behind combines and farm equipment, and that's something that it's like that where I'm at too, kind of navigating. Really, yeah, this is my time here at the Kent Culture Alliance has been really good. A lot of space to work. It's really great getting to have my family come out. Not many residencies will accommodate families, and it's sort of yeah, it's
Oh, your family's here.
yeah, my whole family's
Is that
here.
your daughter running around?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
that's wonderful.
yeah. Sorry, yeah, my whole family is here with me, and my wife, my two daughters, and my mother-in-law. So they're all here and supporting me while I'm working, and getting to spend the summer together. That's the other thing. The other part of the work that I do is I involve my family in what I'm doing. My kids are young, so it's really hard to imagine missing out a summer with my 6-year-old. It's just nothing's worth that. And yeah, I've been enjoying my time. It's nice to come back. It's been 2 years I've been coming back here for exhibitions and for talks, and it's been nice to get to know the land and the people and the history, and I've appreciated that.